Are you thinking about moving abroad because you're craving adventure? Or are you hoping to escape something in your life right now? Is expat life really just one big adventure? Or are some people actually trying to escape something? A few days ago, I made a video about several reasons why people decide to try the expat lifestyle. But today I want to go a little deeper into the lure of adventure versus escape. So, have you ever scrolled through pictures of someone sipping a cappuccino in Rome or working remotely from a beach in Thailand and thought, wow, that's the life? Wondering if expat life could really work for you? I've got something that might help. I put together a free checklist to help you figure out if living abroad might be the right fit for your lifestyle, your personality, and your goals. You can download it using the link in the video description. It's totally free and a great place to start your expat journey. Hi, I'm Kate. I'm an introvert expat living in Indonesia, and I make videos about living the best life you can. Whether you're an introvert, an extrovert, an expat, a retiree, a digital nomad, whatever. Welcome to my YouTube channel, KateGypsy. It's easy to romanticize expat living, imagining it as one long, glamorous adventure. And sometimes it really is. But if you dig a little deeper, you'll find that expat life is more than just a change of scenery. It's a complex, personal journey that can either feel like an exhilarating adventure or at times an actual form of escape. And honestly, it can be both at the same time. Let's talk about the adventure part first. Moving abroad pushes you out of your comfort zone in all the best ways. Everything becomes new again. The food, the language, the way people interact, even how you buy your groceries. You find yourself paying closer attention, soaking up the unfamiliar, and constantly learning. It's not just about visiting temples or strolling through markets. It's the everyday moments that suddenly feel rich with meaning. You begin to see life through a different lens. When you're no longer surrounded by what's familiar, you have to wake up, tune in, and engage in ways you might not have back home. Adventure also comes from the personal growth that happens when you take a leap like this. You learn to trust yourself more. Maybe you figure out how to open a bank account in a foreign language, or you get through a minor medical emergency without panicking. Every challenge you face and every little win adds to your sense of confidence, and that can feel incredibly freeing. Many expats describe this phase as finally coming alive again. The sense that life is finally happening for them, not just to them. You're not just following a well-worn path anymore. You're building something of your own. But here's the thing. Adventure alone usually isn't the full story. No, people don't just wake up one morning with a suitcase and a dream. There's often something they're trying to leave behind. That's where the escape side of the coin comes in. Maybe it's a toxic job, a bad breakup, or a deep feeling of disconnection. For some, it's burnout, the constant pressure to perform, produce, and keep up with a lifestyle that doesn't feel meaningful. Others might be trying to put physical or emotional distance between themselves and old versions of who they were. You might not realize it right away, but the desire to go somewhere else often stems from the need to experience life in a different way. There's nothing wrong with that. By the way, We all escape sometimes. Some people escape into books, others into work, others into the fantasy of starting over. Expat life just happens to be a particularly bold version of that. And honestly, that kind of escape can be healthy if it's done with awareness. Moving abroad might give you the breathing room you've needed for years. It can help you detach from toxic patterns or environments that kept you small. But it doesn't magically solve all your problems. Nope. If you're unhappy in your life or with yourself, those feelings tend to follow you no matter how far you travel. I've met plenty of expats who started their journey as an escape. They were dealing with grief, burnout, loneliness, or just a vague sense of being stuck. And what's beautiful is that many of them did, over time, find healing through the process of living in a new country. It certainly did happen for me. Yes, I was escaping and trying to find a new me, and I did. Distance really does offer perspective. When you strip away all the noise, the expectations, and the old routines, you have the space to ask yourself, who am I when nobody else is defining me? Think about that. That question alone can transform your life. But here's where things get tricky. If you're only running and you never stop to look inward, you might just carry your baggage with you from country to country. I've seen that happen. Someone moves to escape their problems, only to realize that discomfort finds them again once the novelty wears off. Maybe it's the same relationship patterns, the same internal critic, or the same dissatisfaction, but now it's just playing out in a new climate. That's when the adventure starts to feel like a mirage. You thought you were starting over, but it turns out you brought all your old stuff with you. I certainly had some of my old stuff with me when I moved to Indonesia, but the challenges involved in adapting to life here helped me to identify that old stuff and rework it so that I could focus on the great adventure I was having. It all worked out. So, how do you know which one you're doing? Adventuring or escaping? It's a fair question, and the answer isn't always clear cut. I think it comes down to intention. Are you moving toward something or simply away from it all? Do you feel curious and excited about what's next? Or are you mostly just desperate to leave? If you're able to sit with those questions honestly, you'll start to get a clearer picture of your life. It's also helpful to ask yourself whether you're creating something in your new life or just hiding from your old one. Are you open to building connections, exploring the culture, and growing in this new place? Or are you hoping the location will fix what feels broken inside? No, that doesn't happen. Expat life isn't a magic solution, but it is a powerful reset button. And when used intentionally, it can help you rebuild with clarity and courage. Another thing I've noticed is that time shifts your perspective. What starts out feeling like an escape might evolve into an adventure. You move abroad feeling exhausted or hurt, but slowly, day by day, you regain your spark. You explore, you meet new people, and stumble through conversations in a second language. And you realize you're stronger than you thought. That's when escape turns into expansion, adventure. You're no longer just avoiding pain, you're creating joy. On the flip side, what starts as an adventure might also reveal a hidden escape motive. You thought you were moving for the thrill, the challenge, the Instagram moments. But once you settle in, you realize you were also quietly craving peace, solitude, or freedom from expectations, especially if you're an introvert like I am. And that's okay too. We're complex people with layered motivations. Expat life doesn't have to fit neatly into one box. You can become an expat for both adventure and escape. At the end of the day, whether you're driven by wanderlust, pain, or something in between, what matters is that you use the experience to reconnect with yourself. Living abroad changes you. It teaches you to be flexible, to laugh at your own mistakes, and to find beauty in the unexpected. It shows you that home isn't always a place, it's a feeling inside of you. And sometimes the only way to find it is to go searching far from where you started. So, is expat life an adventure or an escape? Honestly, it's a little of both. And that's what makes it so powerful. You might start the journey for one reason and discover it wasn't the only reason. You'll face challenges you never imagined, and you'll have joys you never expected. You'll grow, stumble, adapt, and begin again. And if you're lucky, you'll not only discover a new country, you'll discover a new version of yourself. Wherever you are on your life journey, just know this: you're allowed to want more. More meaning, more freedom, more life. Whether you're escaping, adventuring, or somewhere in the middle, you're not alone. And the road ahead might just take you to places you never predicted. Thanks for watching this. Whether you're chasing adventure, healing from burnout, or just wondering what else life has to offer, remember you're not alone in asking these big questions. If this video made you think, please share it with someone else who might need some encouragement about expat life, reinvention, and living on your own terms. And hey, please drop a comment below and let me know, are you already an expat? Or are you ready to make the leap? Or maybe still figuring it out? Either way, I'm cheering you on. Bye for now. Till next time.